So you're going to want to, you can use your notes if you'd like to make notation of what's going to be on the test, because that's where it's going to be pulled from. I will say, well, I don't need to say too much until we get started because those online, but I will say there will not be any maps on this test. It's going to be just questions, but it'll be multiple choice. There'll be some fill in the blank, but the answer will be there. You just have to find it. Have you already started? Yes. All right, we are back. So, here's what you will want to be studying for. Go ahead and go to page number 1 for the introduction, and I'm going to walk through this. Page number 1, Bible Geography 1, Introduction. Page number 1, letter I, or Roman numeral 1, and letter A, uppercase A. Know this: geography is the study of the Earth's surface in reference to physical and political features. You may underline that. You may just want to note it, that that's going to be one of your questions. So Roman numeral 1, letter A, geography is the study of the Earth's surface in reference to physical and political features. Letter C, Bible customs deals with those habitual ways of living which were common in the times and lands of the Bible. Know something about that. Okay. Go to page 3. Bible geography, physical geography, Old Testament world. Roman numeral 1, letter A, number 1. You want to know something about the position of Palestine. Along about the lines that it's the center of the world. It's the center of the Old Testament world particularly. All right. Below that, number 3, letter C, to Asia Minor. Asia Minor, you may have written this down, you may not have, but if you haven't, you'll want to do this. Asia Minor is modern-day Turkey. Is modern-day Turkey. All right. Number 4, the position of Palestine is a location of oft-disputed territory because it served as a buffer zone between rival nations. Know that Palestine, Israel, in ancient times was a buffer zone between rival nations. Many times was a buffer zone for war, battles, warfare. Know that. Number 3, page 3. Page 3, Roman numeral 1, letter A, number 4. It's a location, that is Palestine, is a location of oft-disputed territory because it served as a buffer zone between rival nations. Okay, on the same page, page number 3, letter B, uppercase B, number 5. Know something about the, I say number 5, but know the 5 great bodies of water. Those are the bounds of the Old Testament world. Know those. The Mediterranean, Black Sea, Caspian Sea, Persian Gulf, Red Sea. Know those 5 bodies of water. Also know that the desert that's mentioned in the Old Testament world is an extension of the Sahara Desert, and that much of the land now known as Saudi Arabia makes up that desert. That is, that desert extends into Saudi Arabia. Okay? Also know that the crescent-shaped strip of land we talked about, this would have been the first or second week, probably the first week, is called the Fertile Crescent. That's, well, it says A here. That should have been E. Sorry. I just now saw that. My apologies. That should have been E. The Fertile Crescent is a crescent-shaped strip of land which supported many civilizations. Know that it's called the Fertile Crescent. All right. Page number 4, large bodies of water, Roman numeral 2, under letter A, number 7. Know that the Mediterranean Sea is also called the Great Sea in the Bible. You'll even see it on your maps. If you look at your maps there, many times it'll be known as the Great Sea. All right. Letter B. Know that the Persian Gulf, know things about the Persian Gulf. You don't need to know how long it is or how deep it is, but know that it leads to the Indian Ocean and it's fed by the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Letter C. Am I going too fast for anyone? Okay. Do I need to slow down? Okay. You caught up now, or okay? Anyone else? Y'all okay? Okay. Letter C. Know that the Caspian Sea, it's a letter C there. It's the world's largest inland sea. It's a salt lake. Know those things. Okay, letter D, fifth page, letter D, top of the page, letter D. Know about the Red Sea, that it divides Africa and Arabia, that it leads to the Indian Ocean. You may throw in there that it also has an intense blue-green in color, sometimes can turn to reddish-brown, but just know some things about it. Letter E below that, know that the Black Sea, while not mentioned in the Bible, it divides Europe and Asia. So, of your two northern seas, you have the Black Sea and you have the Caspian Sea. The Black Sea is closer to modern-day Turkey. It's there close to Turkey. It divides Europe and Asia. Remember that Turkey is Asia Minor. So the Black Sea is close to Turkey. Your Caspian Sea is further east, okay, if you look at a map. But the Black Sea divides Europe and Asia, though not mentioned in the Bible. It's north of your Bible lands there. Your important rivers, Roman numeral 3. Know something about the Tigris River. Remember, it's called the Hiddekel River in Genesis 2. It joins the Euphrates River and empties into the Persian Gulf. It's also 3 great Assyrian capitals were on its banks, Nineveh, Calah, and Ashur. And also remember that the Baghdad, modern-day Baghdad, sits on it, the Tigris River. The Orontes River, Orontes, know some things about it. Know that that Antioch and Hamath sit on its banks. It sits on its banks. Letter D, the Nile River. Know some things about it. It's the longest river in the world. Remember that as of 1960s, it supported 50 million people. Its 2 main sources, the Blue Nile and the White Nile. The Blue Nile and the White Nile. Okay. If anybody needs me to go back and repeat something, I'm happy to do it while we're going through it. Also know that the Nile River has a large triangular-shaped delta. Triangular-shaped delta. And it empties into the Mediterranean Sea. A large triangular-shaped delta. Okay. That's on page 6. Okay, mountain ranges, page 6 still. Roman numeral 4. Letter A. Know some things about the Mount Ararat. It is the landing place of Noah's Ark. It is midway between the Black and Caspian Seas. Okay. Taurus Mountains, Taurus Mountain Range. It is located in the southern coast of Asia Minor. It's in the southern part of modern-day Turkey. The Taurus Mountains are on the southern coast of Asia Minor, and it's in the southern part of modern-day Turkey, and it's the area of Paul's birth. Remember, Paul was born near them. The Lebanon mountain range. Know that there's 2 parallel ranges. You have the Lebanons on the west. This is letter D. Number 2, letters A and B. Know those. That the Lebanons contain 2 parallel ranges, the Lebanons on the west and the anti-Lebanons on the east. You have those 2 mountain ranges. Okay, we're almost done. Page number 7. Page number 7. Lands of the Old Testament. Know that Mesopotamia is also the Tigris-Euphrates Valley. Mesopotamia is the Tigris-Euphrates Valley. This midterm is going to come. It's going to come from the introduction, the first 7 pages. So you'll notice that we will we'll be taking the rest from your other geography notes when we do our final. Letter M on this page. This will be your last question. Letter M. Philistia is the coastal plain of Palestine between Joppa and Gaza. Remember that the Philistia is the coastal plain of Palestine between Joppa and Gaza. Like I said, you'll take this test next week, and then I'll probably just take it to grade it and bring it back the following. My plan is this. My plan is to take this midterm, and then I'll add to it at the end of the semester in December to make your final test. But I feel like with what we're doing, and since there's not a lot of things outside of geography that we can really do, I'm trying to give you an extra grade, because I know geography is if it doesn't come natural, is a hard thing. I know so I'm trying to give you an extra way of balancing your grades, okay? So hopefully that'll be a help, even down to giving you basically what to look for the test. So hopefully that's a help. That's all for tonight. Thank you all so much. You're getting out a little early, but hope that means you can get a little extra rest and enjoy your evening. Thank you all.